impact in the game.
Give me a break, need another life. Oh, need another life, life. Give me a break, need another life.
Here today at Anfield, it's another round of the biggest matchup in the English game as Liverpool take on Manchester United, this time in the Women's Super League. For United, this carries great significance in their charge towards a possible title. The biggest matchup in the English game, the biggest rivalry, match day 16 of the Women's Super League season, Liverpool versus Manchester United. The only thing that's probably unfortunate about this scenario is the two differing form in terms of the sides. Manchester United going for their first ever Women's Super League title. Liverpool confined to the bottom. But that won't stop these two from going hammer and tons for 90 minutes. It doesn't matter where it is on the football pyramid, this is always the biggest matchup in the English game. With one of the best atmospheres in the English game, probably rivaling St James's Park. Football games at Anfield, there's almost nothing like it. And this one just went up notches despite the two differing forms here today. Looking at the Liverpool lineup, I think it's more or less the same team that started in the reverse fixture that I believe Manchester United won rather comfortably. And they've been winning and winning and winning some more ever since the return from the winter break, with that woman there, as you just saw, Audrey Kingsbury, being the mainstay for that reason. Somali impressed so much that she gets her first taste of the biggest match in the English game as she makes a start today on the left-hand side. Rachel Williams gets a start up top. Samantha Kerr's in the midfield. And of course, it's Kingsbury and the kind of spoke five defenders, again with the kind of Ruben Almiron formation. The only real difference in defence is George coming in today to partner Maya Letitia. Well, what is going to happen now? Manchester United have been surging towards getting something from this Women's Super League. Chelsea look almost unbeatable this season. But as long as Manchester United keep in touch, by the time they reach Old Trafford, and that matchup against Chelsea, which could prove to be all but vital, considering the fact that Chelsea actually beat this side when they actually came to that matchup and beat them rather convincingly. United have hit back a lot since then. Bizzard already, but an immediate chance created there. Somali pulls it back towards Samantha Kerr, and I guess Kerr was trying to curl it. But she'll say it was a cross. Of course she would. Less about that, the better, I guess, for Sam Kerr, but it's always good to get a sighter in. But I think, looking at the trajectory of the ball, that was more of a pass, to be honest. That sadly just went wayward. It's a wet afternoon here in Liverpool today. Very rare. It's usually Manchester that's always considered the wetter part, but here at Anfield today we've got a wet pitch. That's going to make things exciting in terms of the ball zipping around. But Manchester United, they need to keep winning, and they need to keep pace with Chelsea. And what better motivation than coming up against the fierce rivals in Liverpool? And, well, these two fought so often in the men's game. First, Liverpool had the lead on league titles. Then Sir Alex Ferguson knocked them off their perch. And now, Liverpool just back one behind as United have really slumped in the last decade. Bizzard comes through and nicks the ball and scores. And United are up by a goal to nil. Probably no surprises there considering the form of these two this season. And Bissett really just caught the defender asleep and made the goal her own there. Well, she actually had a pretty good actually, I think she completely skimmed her opponent on the run up there. Wonderful piece of skill. Bissett actually making all that all her own. That was a pretty sensational strike to be run and strike, to be fair. That's a goal worthy of Manchester United. And what better way to do it than in front of the Kop? Kaylin Bissett makes it 1-0. We've only played 5 minutes. And such is the form of United since the winter break anyway. We wouldn't expect them to go on and score more from here. I think it was almost a pretty thumping victory in the reverse fixture. And now United look to do that again. And Liverpool were just rooted to the bottom all season long. It's just not gone their way. I'm not sure what the play is in terms of relegation. Do we get a relegation? I think, I could be wrong, but I think the bottom team gets relegated and replaced with a team below them, I think, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. Of course, the Women's Super League is only comprised of 12 teams as opposed to the 20 in the Premier League. Sam Kerr, look at this passing from United, and Clark and her centre-back partner there almost gone each other's way. And United almost made them pay for it. Anna Blundell has been banging them in of late from the left-back position. Banging in some goals for herself. It's almost turned into an entire team effort from United since the winter break, to be fair. And now Somali trying to put the ball in. And it's out for a corner off Fuka. And now Lizard will take this corner. No Leah Galton today, I don't think. No, certainly not, because it's Somali starting on the left today. So just her very impressive debut that she made. And now she's on the ball again. And Mika has to come out. Somali throwing herself at it. And this woman is really up for the looking to put her name up in lights here. She's had a really good couple of games thus far. And now here come Liverpool on the break. Pretty much instantly. Well brought back, but Samantha Kerr is there. And what an irony it would be, as the two top teams both have a Kerr on their team. The Kerrs aren't related. It's just a namesake, really. Let's just call them Sam and Samantha. Sam obviously plays for Chelsea, so that's helping the differentiating matters. That's the right word. Differentiate. Here's Bissett again. Here's Rachel Williams. Look at the space she has. And, wow, there was a hole in the Liverpool defence there. And what a story for Rachel Williams it would be to retire on a league title. And let's not forget, Manchester United didn't even look like winning this league title at one point. They were inconsistent as anything. But ever since the winter break and the signing of Kingsbury, it's been win, win, win. And you can't stop them. And Roman with the shot, and it's another poor shot from Liverpool. They've really not had their shooting boots on this season. Just 9 points, I believe, from the start of the season. As we enter into the final stretch of the season. United just looking ever more comfortable, to be honest. Visit to Rachel Williams, cuts inside, and it's a wide shot, unfortunately. But United just continuing to show their intent. This is a real attacking Manchester United side. They've certainly not been ones to sit back on their laurels. They want to score and score some more. And they've certainly been doing that as of late. And the return for the Women's Super League from the winter break. 7 against Manchester City. 8 against Brighton. And I don't think they've really stopped since. Here's Smith to Roman. And Kavkos, and that's a good pass. And Roman is unfortunately for Liverpool offside. That's unfortunate. And to be fair, it is a foot. I think that's more clear-cut than most other kind of chances. No need for VAR to check that one. To Williams. Oh, wonderful passing, and here's Bizet again. Oh, she's got pushed out. Oh, she's got the ball back. And Bizet is all over the pitch, and it's going to be a Liverpool free kick. I think given for handball. Well, Manchester United certainly seem to be all over the ball in this game. Oh, Williams almost getting a touch there. I think K-Cross got right there just at the nick of time. And that's a good ball. Now here's Smith. There's Holland, who I think was one of the bright spots in Liverpool in the first fixture. And of course, in the first fixture, there's Kearban. In the first fixture, Manchester United were coming off an abysmal performance against, I think it was Chelsea at the time, ironically. And that's what kicked off the whole goalkeeper saga, as Kingsbury does FC weird things by kind of going back and forth on the spot. Not really sure what happened there. It was that whole thing that kicked off this new surge, really. Oh, wonderful pass. Norton comes in. Oh, United just on a different planet at the moment. We've talked a lot about United in their last decade or so. But the one bright spot, as we've said, the women's team going from strength to strength. And I feel that now, and a lot of people feel now, that this could be their year, but they do need Chelsea to drop points, and that really doesn't look like happening with the squad that is on that, coming out on a weekly basis for that, for Chelsea. It's just full of all-stars, really. We all know that Written really just played United off the park in that game. The speed was immense. Capacos. And now here's Kearban, who's been let through and forward in a good block there by Millie Turner. And she continues her stellar season. With Manchester United without Ella Toone and Hayley Ladd for a while. They should be back, and I think Jose is down too. But they all should be back before the end of the season, which could prove to be vital. United is still chasing the title by then. But they need to keep winning up to that matchup against Chelsea, because I think that's what it's going to come down to. And that's the third from last game of the season, I think. Here's Rachel Williams. And in comes Bizet, and she's put it in for a double. And Bizet is all over the pitch this afternoon. There's another goal for her, and 2-0 to Manchester United. And if they keep going like this, then title challenges they may be. Well, in fact, they are at the very moment. And Bizet. And the keeper's wrong-footed, to be fair. And Bizet just took care of the rest. Well, it's 2-2 to Manchester United in half an hour. And starters, they need to go on from here. Kingsbury's had such a decent start to her Manchester United career that I believe she's only 1 or 2 clean sheets behind the holder. And I think a few of the goalkeepers this season are sitting on 5. So that would be very impressive if Audrey Kingsbury in such a short space of time can be amongst them. Wilson is actually just being muscled around, and oh, she could not score. That was so unfortunate. That was worthy of a goal. What an effort by Norton that is. Kept the ball. She could have gone down and got an easy penalty, but she chose not to. And credit to her on that. And Liverpool were just 6s and 7s. They couldn't do anything there. There's Cabros and another wide shot. Liverpool have not got their shooting boots on this afternoon, that's for sure, for this very moment. Kingsbury's having an easy afternoon. She'll take it. It's amazing how much of an impact she's made in such a short space of time, and it's reinvigorated the side. And it's put Fiona Dodds on the bench and kept her there, which is probably to no one's surprise. Kingsbury is one of the top goalkeepers on the planet, alongside the Wolfsburg keeper, who United were initially striving for, but the German window was closed, so they couldn't sign him. So they had to go with Kingsbury instead, and let's be fair, it was an appropriate replacement, to be honest. It's a she may have been maybe a number 2, but she's been definitely worth that kind of consideration at the time. Fuga. Liverpool trying to get something going, but it's just not going their way. United just comfortable. And one thing we've noticed about Arsenal and United watching this season is that both teams don't tend to put the ball in the air. They seem to ground the ball, like have it on the ground and pass around. It does make them kind of loose and maybe one-dimensional, but let's be honest, if you have the ball, you've got the chances to score, and that's what United and Arsenal have definitely cared about this year with all the scoring they've been doing. We've got a free kick here. Somali. Oh, she's spun out her opponent, and now she's in. Oh, it's a good save. And the keeper in Somali is continuing her good form since making her debut last time out. I think it was last time out anyway. Under cross pressure by Letizia. She picks out Erkland, who's got a lot of space, but Hannah Blundell is once again there. She may have lost the captaincy to Kingsbury on count of Kingsbury was the captain of a team she was previously on, so it wasn't really form related or anything. It was just a matter of, I guess, preference and expectation. But Blundell has thrived since then. Got 3 minutes of adding on time. I think United could play for a whole day and probably still win here. They have been very comfortable indeed. We were talking about United not playing the ball in the air very much. Blundell did try, and they lost the ball. And the curve finding Sabali. Look how much space she has. And Evans is immediately there, but Blundell has picked it up, and Fran Williams and Bonner can't get the ball off Williams either. And she will shoot, and there'll be a save. The keeper. United all over Liverpool in this game. Anfield is not a happy place this afternoon because their fiercest rivals have come in and blown them out of the stadium. Bizet with both Manchester United's goals, and they've had everything else since as well. Liverpool really looking nowhere. The form book has told Liverpool 0, United 2, and that's at the break. Welcome to the second half here for, I believe it's match day 14 in the Women's Super League. So we're approaching the kind of tail end of the season. I think we're into the final 10 games of the year. And right now, it seems to be between Manchester United and Chelsea at the top, and then a bit of a gap. Down at the bottom this season's Liverpool, who are Manchester United's opponents today. And the form book has told in all ways so far. It's a beautiful pass from Williams. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper, to be fair. And initially the challenge, she went down, but she got back up and passed the ball. Wonderful. Costa Roman here. And tries to catch Kingsbury out, but to get up pretty early in the morning to catch her out. And Smith is going off. And Gomeles, I think, is coming on. Gloriez. Probably butchered that pronunciation. I do apologise. Oh, it's Garius, I believe. And here is Garius right now. To Capricross. Cuts inside. And Kingsbury has to push it wide. That's her first real save of the afternoon. There's a nice move there, but Nelson nicks it away. Capricross tries to shot. It's nicked off Blundell and Erklin's put it over. And that was not what Liverpool needed, but that's really been the story of their year in this league season. That was a golden chance. And probably one you could argue she should have taken. Garius the substitute, and Liverpool are starting to get a little bit more into this game now, but their shooting has been atrocious, as per example there. And Capricross is not having a great game this afternoon. She's none of these Liverpool strikers have really got their boots on today. Erkland was probably more just unfortunate, really, but it was a good attempt. I think Nelson meant to have that heavy touch, but look, she's the only one chasing the ball. Gives it to Williams, wonderfully back-heeled. And look at the scab she was left. And here's Nelson. She tried to cross it in, I think. And she holds her hands up. Says, my bad. With an air ball towards Roman here, and she's kept it. But immediately Sam Kerr is right there, and that's a meaty challenge. And that might light the fire for Liverpool a little bit here. Here's Capricross. And then tackled by Letitia. Kerr and Somali now. Somali is, and that has lit a fire under some Liverpool players. So much so that there's a foul on the other side. No card given by the referee. Let's see. Challenge from behind. I think Evans there is lucky. We've seen red cards given for that this season. Mostly through goal scoring opportunities. Turner. There. Awesome. Look at this great passing for United. They are playing like a championship caliber team. Let's be honest. I'm probably biased when I say that, but it is also the truth. Look across here. Liverpool certainly aren't out of this yet, but United have had so much more of the ball and the chances in the pretty football, really. It was a good take there by Evans. Erkland. Roman to Fuka. Capricross, I think that is. Trying to pronounce it. Fuka, and blocked out by Rivera on the strike. Actually, that was probably Letitia, actually. Rivera was there just a second ago. The amount of space, Liverpool leaving so much space. Samantha Kerr is about to exploit it, maybe. She ran into Evans. And Somali. chase that one down. Wonderfully done. She's had a stellar time with it so far. Another United possible gem. We won't jump the gun a bit. But look at that for win probability. 88% to 4%. That's just United's second half of the year in particular. They've had all the ball and all the chances, and the most telling thing is they've converted them into the goals. Liverpool haven't. Mr. Kerr, Boomer is right there to pick it out. Some hardly great header. I think it might have been Blundell actually, but in any case, just pinging it around, and Liverpool just cannot keep up for the most part. Here's Sam Kerr, and now Somali, and it's a good save by the keeper. Rachel Williams keeps it in, but I think she's going to be pulled back for offside. She probably should have waited there for a moment and let the ball go out of play. Well, it clears the ball, if nothing else. United get the ball back. That's probably the last thing you want to do. United have been absolutely stellar on the ball in this game in particular. And look at that. Wonderful play. Rachel Williams into the box. And she stays on her feet. And now to Kerr. Williams has picked out Bizet for a possible third, and it's saved by the keeper. Goes to Holland. Here it's again. Even it seems that every time Liverpool get a foothold in this game on the ball, and lose it because of probably a poor taken shot. It's certainly been the case. Snubbed up by Turner. And United play stellar defence like this. Not scoring on them. Kerr, Somali, Williams. It's ping pong passing. It's wonderful to watch. It's going to be preparing some substitutions as we enter the final 15 minutes of this game. Here's Kapukas. Oh. With Kingsbury not even scrambling, pretty much scrambling to get there. That was a perfect opportunity. Rivera, Somali, and I'm not sure who the other one was. They're making way. And Marlon's come on for Somali. Somali's had another decent game. Elizabeth Terland has come on for Rachel Williams. And Sanderberg has come on for Rivera. And for Elizabeth Terland, that makes sense because she's been scoring a lot as of late as well. She's going to have to do. She's going to do the majority of scoring in Toon and Ladd's absence, and Jose for that matter. And here comes Terland into Kerr, and it's a good save. It's a good save by the keeper. Just keeping her team in it. They're just unfortunately not converting any shots in at the other end. It's a good save. Bizet will take this resulting corner. Fuka is the only one there to meet it in a Liverpool shirt. United still have the ball. There's a Maya Letitia of all people. She's dancing rings. Oh, she's at the post. Oh my word. Maya Letitia probably was almost on the verge of getting one of the greatest goals she'll ever score. But for the post, someone go and take that woodwork off and get that goal back because that was splendid. Maya Letitia running rings around everyone. Oh my goodness. That was a splendid opportunity and it wasn't wasted. Oh, Marland and Eklund is going to get a talking to for that challenge. And she's not going in the book either. It's not been a tame match by any means. The referee is letting go on again. We probably could have seen a red card, if not a yellow for that. And Evans is going off. And now, with a free kick, and Fisk is the only one that can get there. I think Fisk was the player that came on for Evans. And a bit of a poor pass there. Manchester United have had all this game. Both goals in the first half by Bizet, who's had a great game to be fair. And United just went on from there. And been picked out by Clark. Now Fisk is there. Wilson puts it out for a Liverpool throw. Manchester United, 137 passes completed. To be fair, Liverpool haven't been way behind in that department. Only 116. It's quite a small gap to be fair, but it's been a shooting that's let Liverpool down. And that's probably for the majority of their season as well. And, I think Bizet was called for offside. Actually, it's a free kick. For offside anyway. Campos has gone off for Daniels. Probably you could argue that's probably a move that should have been made much sooner, but I don't think it would have really mattered, to be honest. This is an absolutely towering header. Here's Turner. Now Bizet again. And Tilland is going to get there. And I think it was Fisk that committed to a challenge. And Tilland makes it 3-0. Manchester United have blown this one out of the stadium. Liverpool have looked second best all afternoon. And I think Fisk was trying to reach the ball to her credit. But she was never getting there. And that left her a long way out of position. And Tilland was able to slot it in the corner. And Manchester United, I believe, have done the double over their biggest rivals. Well, certainly in the men's game. And certainly even here in the women's game today. But today, Liverpool have looked pretty second best. And Manchester United are going to comfortably win this game by 3-0. That's going to be another clean sheet for Audrey Kingsbury if she can keep this up. And what a stellar Manchester United few games she's had. She's let them a couple in, unfortunately, but it's been stellar. But today, she's not really had a lot to do. And let's hope we don't put a commentator's curse on her here. Sanderberg makes sure that's not the case. And Turner, who's it clear. Is not going to chase that. There's no real need to. Well, the Anfield fans are some of the best in the world, but today they've been rather let down by their team. But to be fair, like we said before, the form book has told a lot today. Manchester United preliminary title challenges, hoping for Chelsea to drop points somewhere. Liverpool rooted to the bottom. Tilland, and a good save. Mika's done well, to be fair. She's not gone her way. Marlon cuts in. Oh. And that is the end of the game. And Manchester United have won by 3-0. Mike Skinner's team had a breeze today against bottom of the table Liverpool. But the good thing is about this Manchester United side, even though they came against the bottom club, they were not complacent in the slightest. No sign of complacency on this team. They really mean business now. The break has reinvigorated them, and we may have a title challenge yet. But are Chelsea going to drop any points? Looks very unlikely. But United have done their part, at least, winning by 3-0 today. And let's look at all the scores from the weekend's games. And Chelsea, rather predictably, won by 4-0 against Leicester City. Arsenal consolidating fourth with a 2-0 win at Everton at Goodison Park. Crystal Palace beating Aston Villa by 2-1. Manchester City still making it a 3-horse race, to be fair. Just 4 points behind the top, and they won today as well. Spurs and Brighton play each other to a 1-1 draw. So Chelsea still lead by 2. Manchester United lead City by 2. And then there is a 7-point gap between 3rd and 4th. 4th is Arsenal, would you believe it? 5th, West Ham United. And then there's a bit of a gap between them and Everton. Crystal Palace 7th, followed by Leicester City. Spurs in 9th, contrary to their Premier League team, fighting for the top 4. Brighton 10th, Villa 11th, and Liverpool rooted to the bottom, still only on 9 points.